In the ancient world, trade was the heartbeat of civilization, a vital force that not only fostered economic growth, but also nurtured cultural exchanges that shaped societies. Among the most important corridors of commerce were the silk and spice routes, a network of trade routes that connected the East and West, facilitating the exchange of goods, ideas, and cultures across vast distances. The birth of trade networks. Long before the silk and spice routes took shape, early civilizations engaged in barter, exchanging local goods such as grains, livestock, and crafts. As societies advanced, the demand for luxury items increased. The rise of powerful empires like the Han Dynasty in China, the Roman Empire, and later the Islamic caliphates set the stage for more organized trade routes. The term Silk Route is a modern designation that refers to the network of trade routes connecting China to the Mediterranean. The route got its name from the lucrative silk trade that flourished during this period. However, silk was just one of many precious commodities that traversed these pathways. Spices, precious stones, metals, textiles, and even ideas were transported across deserts, mountains, and seas. The journey of silk, originating from China, became a coveted commodity in ancient societies, revered not only for its luxurious texture, but also for its association with the divine. According to legend, silk was discovered by Empress Lezhu, who accidentally dropped a silkworm cocoon into her tea. This fateful event revealed the secret of silk production, which China closely guarded for centuries. Silk was not just a fabric. It symbolized wealth and prestige. As demand for silk grew in the West, particularly in Rome and later Byzantium, merchants embarked on perilous journeys to transport this precious material. They traversed the vast deserts of Central Asia, braving extreme temperatures and hostile terrain. Along the way, they established trading posts and caravanserais, inns that provided shelter for travelers and their goods. These merchants became vital to the economy, acting as intermediaries who connected distant lands. The exchange of silk transformed into a complex web of trade involving various cultures, each adding its unique flavor to the commerce. The spice trade, a quest for flavor. While silk captured the imagination of many, spices were the true treasures of the ancient world. From the aromatic cinnamon and nutmeg to the fiery pepper and exotic cloves, spices were not only valued for their flavor, but also for their medicinal properties and ability to preserve food. The spice trade originated in the lush tropical islands of Southeast Asia, known as the Spice Islands. These islands produced some of the most sought-after spices in the world, attracting traders from distant lands. The demand for spices fueled expeditions and explorations, leading to the discovery of new routes and trade partners. As with silk, the spice trade flourished along established routes, with merchants risking their lives to transport these valuable goods. The journey from the Spice Islands to Europe was long and treacherous, often taking years. Yet the promise of immense profits kept traders motivated. The spices reached Europe via land routes through the Middle East or by sea routes that connected the Indian Ocean with the Mediterranean. Cultural exchanges along the routes. The silk and spice routes were not merely arteries of commerce, they were conduits of culture. As traders moved from one region to another, they brought with them their customs, religions, and languages. This cultural exchange was particularly pronounced in cities that emerged as key trading hubs, such as Samarkand, Baghdad, and Constantinople. In these bustling centers, ideas flourished. Scholars and philosophers gathered to discuss science, philosophy, and religion. The spread of Buddhism from India to China, the introduction of Islam along the trade routes, and the diffusion of knowledge in mathematics and astronomy all illustrate the profound impact of these exchanges. Art and architecture also thrived. The blending of styles led to the creation of unique art forms, seen in the intricate designs of Persian carpets or the fusion of Chinese and Islamic architectural elements in mosques. The cultures along the silk and spice routes learned from one another, leading to innovations that would shape their societies for centuries. The decline of the routes. As time passed, the significance of the silk and spice routes began to wane. Several factors contributed to this decline. The rise of powerful maritime empires, such as the Portuguese and Spanish, shifted the focus of trade from land routes to sea routes. With the discovery of new sea passages to Asia, traders found faster and more efficient means of transporting goods,